Good morning. This is Dani Jane's Daily Dose. I have a lot to cover today and kind of a short time frame because I have physical therapy, virtual physical therapy at noon, so I want to get some things done. First of all, just some things that I wanted to cover from previous daily doses. I got some information for some independent contractors, small business owners, that there is a $10,000 loan available from the SBA that does not need to be paid back. And I have the link. If anybody wants it, just message me and I'll get that to you. So that's kind of amazing to help with that. Also, my sister-in-law and her husband own a wellness practice in San Francisco, and they're doing guided meditation on Zoom. And I can forward you that link too if you want to join any of them. They're doing them all through the month of April. It looks like it's Wednesday and Friday maybe. So that's kind of a cool thing. They're amazing people and super, spiritual and lovely human beings. So if you're into that, interested in that, let me know and I'll get you that information. Also, it's important to do self-care at home because we have time for that. And I bought this thing a long time ago. And I never even opened it, but Leah is really knee deep in her self-care. So she's done it twice. And you just can't believe what comes out of this. Okay, so I'm going to switch the camera around so you can see it. If I can pick it up and show it to you. It's a foot patch. And you put it on the bottom of your foot and then you go to sleep. You put it on the bottom of your feet and go to sleep. And when you wake up in the morning, it's kind of gross, but when you wake up in the morning, the patch is black and filled with all the toxins. She told me you can also do it on your stomach, which holy shit, Nit. But anyways, she left me a few patches, so I think I'm going to give it a whirl. Let me try to get a better picture of it. I'm so horrible at this. I just don't understand how this camera works, okay? How are we doing? Can you see it? Anyways, there's a million of them on the market, but this is kind of a cool little disgusting thing if you want to try it. Okay, so that's two things. Also, tax day is April 15th, and some people file extensions every year. I'm pointing to myself virtually. And so, April 15th means nothing to those people. But this year, that's been extended. So some people maybe haven't done their taxes. What do you think of my new cheaters? They're kind of cool, right? I found them in the drawer because I was going through my desk because that's what you do when you have time on your hands. Anyways, my tax stuff is not ready. It's not even close to being ready. Every year I do the same thing, and every year my assistant says to me, you should really da-da-da-da-da, and I always say, no, this is the way I do it. So what I've done this year, like every other year, is I purchased an accordion folder. This is my accordion folder that will be used this year. Can you see it on my desk? I don't know. Can you see it? Okay. And then I get that accordion folder and I go into my filing cabinet, quote unquote filing cabinet, and get all my stuff out. Well, a lot of the stuff's in this basket. Some of it's piled here. Different things. Look, there's Boyd's W-2. Things are everywhere. Because we do stuff every year, and every year I say, there's some old accordion folders from years gone by. But I got to go through all this and open mail and stuff. Like when I get things in the mail that are like about retirement or life insurance or anything that says, this is a tax document, I just throw it in the bin. I don't even open it because it's not time. Usually my taxes are filed in September, so I don't need to stress. So I'm going to tackle that. Not today, maybe tomorrow. So that's something you can do. Organize your tax stuff if you haven't already filed. Because, tax refunds will be helpful around this time. Not that I've ever gotten a tax refund, but I hear about them sometimes. People get them. We pay taxes, a lot of taxes. And that's okay, because I don't mind paying taxes. If you have a business and your business is successful, you're going to pay taxes, and that's okay. It's the cost of doing business in America. And I'm fine with it. So I'm sitting in my meditation room, my reading room, the room off of my master. It's an amazing room, but now that we're all sheltering in place, my husband is lamenting that he didn't turn it into a home gym. which I say that's not going to happen. But I'm going to give you a little look around. It's kind of a beautiful room. Not kind of, it's an amazingly beautiful room. I have a little couch, some bookshelves, beautiful artwork. And then I have my favorite picture, which hangs over here. It's a little bit behind the door, but I'll show it to you. I don't know if you can read it. It says, let me get it organized here. Too much of anything is bad, but too much champagne is just right. That's F. Scott Fitzgerald. So that's amazing, right? And the reason I love this room is because of the view. Look at what I'm looking at. Swimming pool, olive trees, my backyard. Anyways, this is my room. And this is where I'm doing today's daily dose. So everyone knows that some of the things, most of the things, many of the things that I talk about on this are, tongue-in-cheek. Not everyone knows that. Anyways, my topic on corona divorce really sent some head spinning, and my husband even got some questions. Is everything okay? Are you and Dani getting a divorce? And he came home and said to me, what did you say? And I was like, come on, give me a break. He goes, but you told everyone to get their 50%. I go, yes, hello, we're California. That's what we do. You get 50%. But we've decided that if we get a divorce, we're not getting a divorce. Everything's perfectly fine over here. That we would stay business partners because we have a lot of businesses between us. So I'm down for that. Even if that means just send me a check every Friday. But why are we talking about this? It's not happening. There's no corona divorce for the Stockhams. We're staying together. We're in it for the long haul. We're about to have our 28th year married, 29 together. So we're not throwing in the towel. We have a 50-year contract. So when we're 80, we can decide if we want to split the sheets, as Boyd likes to say. Okay, so what else did I read in the paper today? I read something in the paper and I was like, ooh, I'm going to talk about that. I don't know, but I got a lot of comments yesterday on my daily dose about the independent contractors and some thank yous from the people that I mentioned, but it's still upsetting. My husband came home and said his massage therapist, who runs a business out of her home, was like, please come. And I said, please don't. You're not going to anyone's house and then bringing that shit back to me. Not happening. So too bad. I said, if you want to pay for some massages in advance, you can do that because that's a good way to help her out. He didn't seem to like that. Oh, I had my virtual doctor visit yesterday with my rheumatologist. Hysterical. So I told you, he's like 74 and we fight. Every time we go to the doctors, we yell at each other. He calls me the arthritis queen because, I've had arthritis longer than he's been practicing rheumatology. But anyways, yesterday he was shouting at me because I was in the hospital and he doesn't get the records. He's not a member of the group that any of my other doctors are a member of. So I always have to say, don't forget Dr. Waxman, send it to Dr. Waxman. And he's like, well, they're not listening. They don't send me anything. He's like, I'm going to give you my fax number. He goes, tell him it's the wax fax. Send it to me. Da, da, da. Anyways, he was screaming his head off. And I was shouting back at him because, nobody screams at Dani. And Grace was out in the pool house going to school, and she came in and she goes, I can hear you all the way out there. I was like, whatever. And Dr. Waxman said, who's that talking in the background? I only see one patient at a time. She's going to have to pay if she wants to see me. I go, it's my daughter. She's fine. She doesn't need to see you. But anyways, it was a good visit. And he, as I was talking to him, because I talked to his nurse first, she came in with a big stack of papers. He goes, oh, I have all your records. He goes, 75 pages. I'm supposed to read through all of this. I said, it's some light reading for this evening. You're going to find out everything that happened while I was in the hospital. You're going to find out about my appointment with the hematologist. You're going to be all up to date on everything Dani. And he was like, wow, okay. So that was interesting. And then he's like, see me in 2 months. Hopefully it won't have to be virtual. I guess he misses me. Anyways, nothing's changing on the rheumatoid front. I still have arthritis, newsflash. I have my virtual physical therapy today, which I think we talked about yesterday. And so, I'm dressed for it. I'm wearing my Pacific University in Oregon t-shirt. This is where my nephew plays football, and he's sad. He's home. And some exercise pants and shoes. I don't know. Am I showing you that? It's hard to say. I don't know how the camera works. But, I'm going to dress the part. We'll see what happens. My daughter's going to help me, she said, but I don't know. It's hard to say with teenagers. Thomas says, peed in the litter box. There's no poop in sight, so who knows what's happening with his bowels. But you know, he's old. I told you we calculated his age. He's like 89, I think we said. So, you know, maybe constipation's part of aging. Oh, glory be. Shoot, I wish I remember what the other thing was. But really, I'm just here to help. So if you want to do some meditation with my sister-in-law and her husband, hit me up and I'll give you the link to that. If you want to apply for the SBA $10,000 loan that you don't have to pay back, hit me up and I'll give you the information on that. Oh, I know what it is. So yesterday, everybody heard in California, we're extending our shelter in place and being restrictive on the rules. And one of the things was commercial and residential construction not going to be considered non-essential anymore. So my husband went to work today with a sad face because he's commercial construction. And, you know, what if he has to furlough a bunch of other workers? I mean, it could be down to like the bare bones. And that really makes him upset. But he said they're bidding a ton of jobs, so the estimators are going to still be working. And, you know, you're going to need a skeleton crew in the office. So that's really upsetting. And we're locked down until May 3rd. I'm still holding out for May the 4th be with you, although they say schools are not going to reopen. But my daughter goes to a private school, so maybe they don't have to follow those rules. I don't know how that works. But so no graduation, is that what we're up against? No graduation ceremony? What about the caps and gowns we ordered? Will we be able to pick those up so at least we can have a little thing at our house? I got a phone call this morning. They left a message that the prom dress is in. So I guess the factory in LA made the dress after all. So we have to go pick that up. And hopefully when she goes away to college and joins a sorority and they have a formal, she'll be able to wear this beautiful dress that we bought because there'll be no prom. There is no prom. Prom is not happening. These poor kids, oh my gosh, it's so stressful for them. So upsetting. All right, well, Grace is killing it at college. She's really doing great. She's in there in the pool house, just working her butt off. Leah's upstairs, of course, doing great. And on Friday, Boyd is flying down to Vanguard with Grace to get her stuff out of her dorm room because my poor little OCD girl is just obsessed over it, stressed to the max. I got to get my stuff. And listen to this. I had her on a Amazon delivery, automatic delivery. She said she has like 40 rolls of toilet paper, 30 rolls of paper towels, and some garbage bags. And I told that to Boyd, and he goes, do you think I'm bringing that back? I'm not bringing that back. I said, please put it somewhere where someone can use it. I don't know where, out on a corner in Costa Mesa. People are running out of toilet paper. I told Grace to call her laundress because she has a woman that comes and picks up her laundry and does it and returns it. I said, call Elizabeth and say, come get the toilet paper. Could you imagine if you had 40 rolls of toilet paper right now? How happy you'd be? Okay. All right. Well, that's all I have. It's kind of boring today. I'm not even upset about anything. I mean, I'm upset about a lot of stuff, but I'm just not feeling very fuckety, as I said to my sister the other day. You know, I'm pissed for the kids, and I'm mad about everything that they're missing out on, all the milestones, but I guess they're just going to have to make new milestones in college. All right, that's your Dani Jane's Daily Dose on a Wednesday, April 1st. It's my sister's birthday. Happy birthday, Andy. It's my friend's birthday. Happy birthday, Cheryl. It's one of Boyd's best friend's birthday. Happy birthday, Roy. And a bunch of other people I saw on Facebook, like Nicole Weiss, it's her sister Danielle's birthday today. And Christine Lombardi, it's her niece and nephews, or two nieces or two nephews. They're twins. I can't remember right now. I looked at it and I thought it was amazing, but it's their birthday today. So lots of birthdays on April 1st. It's no joke. These people need to be wished a happy birthday because they're home, probably alone. Maybe just with their little small family around them. I doubt they're having cake. Unless they have a Leah in their house who baked them a cake. But I'm going to FaceTime with the sisters today and we'll sing happy birthday in our off-key, weird way. It'll be nice. All right. Peace out. 14 minutes and 30 seconds. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.